My lungs are under threat, and since I'm quite keen on the idea of breathing, I've decided it's time to take action. But let me give you a little context first. For 38 long years, I trudged through the endless, dull greyness of city life until the turmoil brought on by COVID-19 and the arrival of our second little one opened our eyes. We realized we needed a change. So off we went, finding our new home in a lively little village nestled in the lush green valleys of Normandy, expanding our family's footprint in this fresh slice of nature to 4. In this place, the air feels vibrant, clean, and fresh. The grass sports a shade of green so vivid it almost seems unreal. The overall vibe radiates peace, and even the local pigeons seem to coo in a more gentle, less intrusive tone. But here's the real kicker. I've managed to secure myself a workshop. This isn't just any old, cramped space or a makeshift shed tucked away. No, it's a genuine, roomy retreat for my spirit, a place of liberty, my personal slice of tranquility. This is the start of an incredibly exciting journey. I'm as thrilled as a kid in a candy store, filled with anticipation for all the amazing projects I plan to tackle in this space. It's stocked with the big guns of the trade, a table saw, a jointer planer ready to smooth things over, a bandsaw for the curves life throws at us, and a whole lot more. Each piece has its own backstory, a tale of how it came to be mine. But before I can dive into creation, there's a monster I need to tackle: dust. Without a proper dust collection system, my planer's just a big paperweight, and using the table saw would be like stepping into a sandstorm. Dust isn't just a nuisance, it's a threat to my lungs, and I'm quite fond of breathing, thank you very much. So I set out to build a defense system. I gathered galvanized pipes, ready to be the backbone of my new dust collection system. The vacuum found its permanent spot on the first floor, its wheels removed, now a steadfast soldier in my battle against dust. I drilled a hole with the utmost care, a gateway for the pipes that would carry away the dust. Piece by piece, I assembled my dust defense, ensuring each connection was tight, each seal perfect. The process was repetitive, almost hypnotic. Attach a bracket, fit a pipe, and repeat. But as the network grew, taking shape before my eyes, I felt a sense of progress, of building something that mattered. The first connection snapped into place, a small victory in the grand scheme of things. Cutting the pipes was straightforward, but bending them? That was another story. I should have thought of making a guide for a cleaner bend, but I pressed on, connecting, screwing, fitting, each action bringing me closer to my goal. As I take a step back and really look at what I've built around me, it hits me hard and clear. I'm essentially piecing together the same kind of life my granddad had. He wrapped up his working days at 56. Yeah, that's how we do it in France, after a long stint with the National Electricity Company, getting his hands dirty with dams and nuclear plants. Then he dove straight into building his own place from scratch. His workshop. It was the crown jewel of his house, taking up the whole first floor. I spent countless summers there, wide-eyed and in awe, watching him tackle everything from fixing the roof to tinkering with the car. When I hit my teens, he started showing me the ropes, guiding my hands through the dance of creation with small machines. Sure, I was never allowed near the panel's saw or the shaper. Those beasts were too wild, lacking the safety nets of modern tech. But man, did I love every second of it. There's something about making things with your own hands, feeling the weight and warmth of creation. It's a sensation I've been missing, a gap I'm itching to fill. The day job that I love keeps me glued to screens, lost in the digital, but I crave the tangible, the real, the joy of crafting something solid. This journey back to crafting, to touching and shaping, is the story I'm eager to share with you. Then, the moment of truth, I flipped the switch, and instead of a triumphant roar, I was greeted by a high-pitched whistle. My perfect seals weren't so perfect after all. It felt like a setback, a defeat in my quest for clean air. Undeterred, I headed out for supplies, insulating tape and reinforced tape, ready to wrap up those joints and silence the whistle. It was a tedious task, undoing and redoing my work, but the silence that followed was golden. The dust collector hummed quietly, a sign of victory. But a workshop is more than its tools and systems. It's about identity, about marking your territory. So, I set out to create a logo, a simple declaration. Fabian makes things. It was a humble process, sketching out letters, struggling with curves. But eventually, the logo took shape, a visual stamp of my commitment to creation. Designing something by hand is an intimate dance between imagination and reality, a process where every stroke, every line, and every curve is infused with a piece of the creator's soul. It's a tactile experience that digital tools, for all their precision and efficiency, cannot replicate. Step by step, I'm making this space mine, enjoying the freedom to create without the looming threat of dust. It's a joy to work in a clean space, to leave without a layer of sawdust coating my lungs. This progress brings me immense joy, but a workshop is always a work in progress. There's always more to do, more to build. And with a clear idea of what's next, I know this space won't stay quiet for long.